Today we're going to think about blind contour drawing, which is probably a drawing exercise that some of you are familiar with. For others of you, it's probably brand new territory, which is fantastic too. So, blind contours are a really incredible drawing exercise because they really focus on observation, and that's something I'm going to really push with you in the coming weeks in this class is drawing solely from observation. Blind contours focus on building a relationship between what your eye is observing and what your hand is recording. So there's this really nice relationship that starts to be developed between your eye and between your hand. I have 3 rules for blind contours. The first rule is that you're only looking at what it is that you're drawing. So in my situation, I'm just going to show you how to do a blind contour of a hand because it's available and accessible to all of us. But you're only going to be looking at what it is you're drawing. So forget about looking at the surface of the page. That's not important at this moment. Only look at what you are drawing. Tip number 2 is that you are to utilize one continuous line. So instead of lifting up your pencil or your charcoal from the surface of your page, your goal is to utilize one continuous line so that your hand is recording what your eye is tracing. Rule number 3 is that you go mighty slow. So one of the main errors that I see students doing is that they just race through a blind contour. But your goal is to actually observe as much as possible and be as accurate in that recording as possible, and that takes time. So go really slow. You might want to spend 5 minutes on a blind contour. You might want to spend 10 minutes on a blind contour. Some of my students, I give them an assignment where they spend 30 minutes on a blind contour of their face. So they'll be doing a self-portrait for 30 minutes, which is actually a pretty long time, but there's just that much information to record. So make sure that you just go really, really slow for this process. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick little drawing here just to sort of demonstrate how to do a blind contour. I'm going to just use my hand, but you're more than welcome to draw from whatever you think is interesting. So I'm going to just start actually at the base of my wrist here. And again, just go really slow with this, so don't worry about what you're recording on your sheet of paper just yet. That can be a happy surprise later. But for now, just focus on the object that you're drawing. Okay, so I'm just moving up the outside of my thumb here. I'm just seeing a little bit of my fingernail, so I'm going to record that sliver. Try to see as much information, try to record as much information as possible. So if you see a little wrinkle in your hand or a line in your hand, see if you can record that in your blind contour. See as much as you possibly can. Okay, so just finishing my thumb, drawing some of the contour lines that give a little bit of form to my hand here. Makes it look 3-dimensional as opposed to 2-dimensional. Okay, I'm moving up. There's a little bit of wrinkles in the palm of my hand that I'm trying to capture. A few little folds. Moving on to my index finger. So with your blind contours, try to stay as true to the process as possible and follow those 3 rules. You will find that with enough practice, you'll be able to get some drawings that are really, really interesting, that have really beautiful moments of honesty and accuracy. So fill your sketchbook as much as possible with blind contours. Good luck!